yeah, totally forgot to record, so I gotta go back. Today we're going to do a class quiz, so you're going to be able to check um, your understanding and then help each other out. So we're gonna get some data. I'm gonna give you the data in a minute, and you're gonna analyze the data. So basically, analyze means you're going to explain the data. And you can explain it in a bunch of different ways. One of them is with a box and whisker. And with a box and whisker, I want you to explain like what each little section means and what the percentages are. Figure out the outliers, if there's any, by finding the upper bounds and lower bounds, the median. After that, you're going to make a histogram, and you're going to decide what would be a good size of a bin. A bin, they should all be the same size, and the bin should not be they should not be one, because that would be really boring bin. The bin should be bigger than one, like maybe 5 or 2s or 3s or even 10s. So you're gonna look at your data and see what would be a good size of a bin. And lastly, you're going to do a normal curve, and you're going to pretend that the data is normally distributed, which means it's symmetrical. Okay. Oh, also to explain if this is a right skewed or left skewed data, right? Left or
Hold
right.
on, wait. Is everyone done putting their data in?
That's as far as we got, yeah. And then you go.
Yeah. And I want to make sure
right.
I don't miss any.
Okay. And lastly, you're going to do a normal curve, and then you're going to explain what percentages of people lie within a certain number. And with a normal curve, all you need is the standard deviation and the mean. And you can use the apps that we have to find the average. The standard deviation is the measure of how wide the data is. So right now you don't know exactly how they do it, but you know that a program can give you this number. And this is basically the width of the bins. Okay? All right, any questions? Let's go.
Wait, why are a bunch of the data, why is it negative?
Let's find out. Let's see. Oops, hold on. Let me undo some stuff, all right?
I do something wrong? Or?
No, I think
because I put it all in, and it says the median is negative 24.5. Like, wait a second.
Yeah.
How can you hum for negative seconds?
That's all right. Let's find out. Let's undo some things. Can you press undo on yours and see if you get the data? There we go. All right.
That's probably me.
All right. So go ahead and present your screen, and then let's see how you guys get the IQR, min, max, and all that. Oh wait, hold up. So let me show. Yeah. So what you want to do? Press undo. What you want to do is go to the very top, and then slide the mouse, drag all the data, and press copy.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, okay. So
dragging it all down, and then whenever I dragged it all down, they just all went negative.
Yeah. So try it again. Start at the 15, of course, right? And then go ahead and drag it down.
Oh, and now they're all 15.
Oopsie. Hold on. Press undo one more time. All right. So click out of it, and then click back into 15. Now hold on to shift and use the arrows. And then hold it, and then do the arrows all the way down.
Is it doing something?
I don't see it doing anything.
Oh, now here we
go. It should be dragging it down. All right. Let me. Yeah. Let me.
You got it.
You got it.
Let me present.
Okay.
Okay. Your entire screen.
How do you want to write down the data?
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, you don't actually want to write down the data because it's too much, right?
Right. So I went to the this, and I copied down all of the data, and I slid it into this 5-number summary calculator, and all of the data is in here. So when I hit calculate, this is our min, our quarter, Q1, median, Q3, and maximum.
All right, and Braden, I'm going to ask you. Oh, I'm going to ask you to repeat that as soon as let's 1 second.
Are we supposed to write second?
Yeah, can you see Braden's computer? There we go. All right, Braden, go ahead and repeat what you did so that everybody can see.
So I'm live now?
Yeah, and I'm recording. Perfect.
So I copied down all of the number data. Then I went into the pace, and I clicked on the stats calculator, and it brought me here. So I pasted all of the data, and then hit calculate, and then I got this information.
Okay, so why don't you zoom in a little bit, and then everybody can write that down. And on your boxing whisker, make it really like nice. Use a ruler or something, your ID card to make the things look really nice, right? Because this is your show off, right?
I don't have a ruler.
Anything that's any straight edge, just something that'll make it look, You can use another pencil as a ruler.
So our maximum is 34. So how long should our number line be? This is like a class question because we're going together.
Yeah.
So does anyone? Well, I probably shouldn't switch streets. Does anyone propose how long we should make our number line?
Let's make it to 34.
Okay. Well, we don't want to make it exactly on 34 because
maybe 35.
Okay, 35 or yeah. Okay.
36.
Okay, 36. Let's go with 36 because I personally don't like going by odd numbers. So what I'm gonna do this is not a very good place for me to show this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like 0, 2, 4, 6. I'm going by even numbers. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, can I?
You could also show your paper on your in front of your camera, and people can see.
Oh, I could, yeah. Here, if they could see my face on the screen. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna actually write it down first. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm not cut out to be the teacher. 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 30, 32, 34, 36. Go ahead. So here is my number line. It's really small, hard to see. But I went by and it's backwards. It might not be backwards.
No, it looks good.
Okay. It goes it's odd numbers. So you start at 0, and you go 2, 4, 6, 8. So that way we don't have to write down 36 numbers and rather write down like 17. And it makes it a lot easier. So who knows what we do next? When we got, Mr. Cunis, why don't you present now? Because you have the notepad thing.
Okay, let me. You should leave it at the data. Present at the data that you had, right?
Oh yeah, I should.
Yeah, because we need the numbers. And somebody else could actually type the data into the one that's called Boxing Whisker Maker. All right, but go ahead and present the data. There we go. Yeah, leave it right there. Okay.
So yeah. So our first our min is 0 because Toby can't hum for very long, can't you, Toby? So the min's gonna start at 0. So your first dot is gonna start at 0. Then Q1's at 12. So the start of the box, you're at 12, right?
That Rocket League. Oh my god! Yeah, that's how you did. Just getting some gaming in. Oh my god.
And where does the box end at? Where does
Oh. So your box is gonna start at 12, and it's gonna end at 20. And the line in the middle is gonna be at 15.5. It's a little tricky to figure out where 15.5 is because we're doing it by odds. But try to go halfway between 14 and 16, but then go half of that. Makes sense? So a quarter before 16.
Can you say that again?
Okay. Hold on. Let me.
I thought the box was always supposed to start at the min.
The box starts at the whole plot starts at the min, but the box is between Q1 and Q3. I'm so confused by box and whisper.
Oh, there we go. So here, I'll help you on that one. So on that one, go ahead and click on right there, paste the data right in the middle.
Here?
In the middle, right there, paste it. And then go ahead and press display. Oh, boom, there you go. So
this is what our box and whisker plot's gonna look like. So this is the number line. This is our min. And this is the box. So the edges of the box are Q1 and Q3. And our median is right here. Then that would be our maximum.
okay, and when you guys are done,
Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, don't forget about the upper bounds, and also to say something about the data besides, oh, cool, box and lines. What does it mean? What percentage of data is where?
So yeah, speaking of percentages, where this line is 25% of the data. This right here is another 25%. This is 25%, and this is 25%. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And make sure to write that on your
Paper.
Paper, yeah. Because if you didn't know that, it would be like, cool, a box with 2 lines. Yeah, big deal. You know, what does that mean, right?
So the other thing we have to make is the normal curve, right?
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. How many people, or not how many? What percentage of people are between that can hum between Q1 and Q3?
75?
between Q1 and Q3. So can you guys talk about that? And you want to write that in your notes. What in the center of the data, right, which is the box, right? The center of the data. What percentage of people can hunt between Q1 and Q3?
Isn't it 50%?
There you go. Yeah, write that down there.
Yeah.
Say the, you don't say most of the people can hunt between whatever the numbers are, right? What were the numbers for Q1 and Q3?
Q1 is 12 and Q3 is 20.
Yeah, you don't say most of the people, right? You say half of the people, right? Can hunt between 12 and 20. And that's the middle of the data, right?
Yeah. So, going to the upper bounds. So, the box, so the IQR, interquartile range, is equal to 8, right? Because if it's 20 and 12, right, it's 20.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 20 and 12, yeah.
Yep.
So it's 8. So 8 plus 20 is 28. And then plus 4 is 32. So any number past 32, well, 32 is the upper bounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I understand this correctly.
Yep.
And how you figure it out is you take the size, you take the IQR, or I like to think of it, the size of the box. So from this end, 12, to this end, how far do you have to go? The easiest way to figure out is to subtract this from this. So 20 minus 12 is 8. So if we had 8 to 20, that gives us to 28, about here. Then you have to add 4, which is half of the box, to get about here. And that's 32.
Cool.
So any number past 32 is an outlier, and 32 is the upper bound.
Cool. And is there any numbers that are past 32?
34.
Okay.
Sets our max.
Right. And so you would have to redraw that whisker. You got to cut it down.
As a star.
You got to cut it off. Put a star at 34, right? And what's the second highest number?
The second highest is 32.
Then that's the new whisker.
Yeah.
And that one's happens to be perfectly on the. Well, is there a 32 in the data?
I don't know if we have a 32 in the data. Here, let me.
Yes.
check.
So the whisker can't go to the upper bound. It has to go to the next highest score. Let me sort it for you. I'll sort it so it's in. There you go. So if I sorted the data, and at the very bottom it'll tell you which is the second highest number.
25.
25. So that's going to be your new whisker. Make sense? So the whisker doesn't go to 34. It goes to where the data is.
So if I just cut out 34.
Yes, exactly. And redo the calculations, and it might give you a new IQR.
So are we supposed to make a new?
Yeah, you can make a new one. You can do it right underneath your number line. You could say this is the data, but with taking the 34 out. So go ahead and take it out. Now recalculate, and this is the one that you should have underneath. Notice how it moved, right?
What are we taking out?
You're taking out the 34, and the only thing that moved was really the whisker, right?
Mr. Kunis, do you want to draw it out?
Yeah, you should
So
draw
you
it
can draw
out.
the star?
Yeah, yeah, and don't forget to put a star at 34. Make sense?
Because I can't draw on my screen, so
Oh
it's
no,
hard
no.
for me to.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You just keep it, do it on your paper, right? So, all right. So I think you guys are almost done with that, right?
We have to do the We have to do the curve and the histogram.
Yeah, the histogram. Okay. Now, what size do you want to make your bins? Remember, it goes from 0 to 25. So what would be a good width? What do you guys think, everybody?
5.
5? Okay, so start making, and now you could have different people participate here they can go and add how many are from 0 to 5, and then somebody else does from, 6 to 10 and so forth, right? Work together. So look at the spreadsheet, because I put it in order for you to make it a little simpler. So who's going to do from 0 to 5?
Can you show a picture of the data again?
Yeah, can you project that?
The what exact data?
The spreadsheet? Yeah, the
spreadsheet or the box and whisker?
The box.
Oh, got it. All right. And who's going to look up the data and count from 0 to 5? How many? Somebody volunteer to do that?
Do we have a histograph maker?
Probably, but this one, there probably is one.
I look it up, but
Yeah.
I'm presenting. Wait, hold on. Can I present a specific screen?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Go to
I'm just gonna cut out for a bit.
histogram maker. Let's see. Histogram maker.
I can choose a window. Oh, it's
Oh, there's one right here. Make histograms in seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly, I think you can make it yourselves, guys, just by counting how many from 0 to 5, and then it's easy. I put the data in order, so it's easy to count.
How does that look? Can you guys just see the box and whisker?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I just set it to do one window, so.
Yeah. When you present, you could present entire computer, right? And it'll go any window. Let's go to the data in the spreadsheet, and then different people should be counting how many are from 0 to 5, how many are from 6 to 10, and so forth.
What is the graph called again? I just completely forgot the name of the graph. It's the H graph.
Histogram?
Histograph.
Yeah.
There you go.
Histogram.
Histogram.
Yeah, kind of like Instagram.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, we should make an app called the Histograms, and then we could compete with. Except all we got to do is take pictures of bar graphs. We'll be super famous.
I don't think anyone would use that.
I think, yeah, of course. Kimi Kardashian will probably take a picture. One of those people. I don't know.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj, I know. All right.
So you have to generate your values, it says.
Let's see. Present your full screen and change your screen to the data on the spreadsheet. Here.
Oh wow, it works.
It made it?
Oh, did a weird one though. Hold on.
Can you change the bins?
I should be able to just drag it out and put in the
Yeah.
other one.
I'm confused. Is this the quiz, or are we taking the quiz later?
No, this is your quiz.
This is the quiz.
Yeah.
This is the quiz. But there's no questions.
Well, no, it's not a question. It's explain your understanding.
Right. Can you see this?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I just slid it in. So this is the
Can you zoom in or no? Ooh, there you go, guys.
So we didn't do it by fives, which is a little odd.
It's okay.
Oh no, there's 34 in there. That's why.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, they went to 40. See that?
No, we went. There's 34 in there.
Oh, but it's okay. You can leave it. You can leave it. Actually, with histograms, you want to leave everything.
That's right.
So we want to write that down, right?
Yeah.
All right.
This is a good one. Good job. And now notice how the computer made it by eighths. So it probably went from 0 to 40 and divided everything by 5, which is 8. So it wanted 5 bar graphs, right?
Yeah.
If it did it by 5s, it would have gotten 7 bar graphs. Looking at this data, is this right skewed or left skewed?
Left skewed.
Let's see. Who is furthest from the center, the right side or the left side?
The right side.
The right side. The 34 is far from the middle. So is it right skewed or left skewed?
Right skewed.
Right skewed. Okay. So you can write that on your notes. This is right skewed because the 34 is far from the median. The median was 15, I forgot.
The median was give me a second.
You have it on your boxing whisker.
The median was 15.5.
There we go. See? And 34 is far from 15.5. It's farther than 0. 0 is 15 away from 15.5, but 34 is farther.
Excuse you.
So on this one, you could say that there was the greatest number of people between 16 and 24. Remember box and whisker, everything's 25%? Here, you can actually categorize. You can say there was the most. Second place winner was between what and what does that make sense? You guys can categorize, say, hey, the first place, the most people, actually, the not most people.
Only one person was able to hum for over 32 seconds.
Exactly. Yeah, only one person, right? And you can even say only 4 people were able to do it more than 24, or you can say 5 people were able to do it more than 24.
You could also say 39 people were able to do it less than 16 seconds.
There you go. So when I say analyze, that's what I mean by analyze. You're explaining, right? There's not a question here. You're just explaining a lot of different things here.
And then we have to do the normal curve, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get started on that.
In the normal curve, all you're gonna need is that standard deviation and the average. All right, and I would suggest you use the link I gave you guys that said the advanced one. Actually, let me think. One of them you can zoom in pretty good. Let me see which one would be good. Actually, the normal one, Brayden, looks pretty good. It's clear, right? It's a little more. Try the normal one because you can project the normal one better.
Okay, so what do I put where?
So on the little U,
yeah,
the U.
Popping up. So the upside down H is the mean, right?
The upside down, yeah, is the mean, and that's called the mu. And this is for data.
And then that's this.
Standard deviation. That would be
Yeah.
the width of the bars in the.
Okay.
So what was the average?
Should I round it? How much should I round it by?
Just
Standard deviation.
one decimal is good.
So
What was the average? 15 point what?
15.5.
Okay. And the standard deviation?
5.8.
5.8. Okay. All
And
right.
then, do I have to do anything else?
Then you could say on the x equals, you could say if somebody was at 20, then you could say they are better than 78% of the people, or 21% of the people. So you can pick a few different ranges and say, oh, if you were at this number, that means your percentile is this much.
So if you're at 20, and then it'll calculate what percentage it's at.
Yeah, what is your ranking, right? So what is your ranking if you're at 20? And then zoom in on that for everybody. So if you're at 20, are you the 20th percentile or the other side? Because we read these graphs from left to right. So does this mean that 21% of the people are better than you, or are you better than 21% of the people?
You are.
Well, switch the arrow on the PX. There we go. So what's your ranking?
You are 78%.
Yeah.
78%.
Yep. So that means that if there were 100 people, you're the 78th person.
Zero.
Yep.
My dog.
Yeah, you're
isn't even in the first 1%, Toby.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
How do you feel, Toby? He's pretending to ignore me. Inside, he's crying. That's 1% right.
All right, so go ahead and put what about 15.5? Without typing it, what would you guess answer would be? What rank are you if you're exactly in the middle? I'll go ahead and press enter now.
Anyone else can answer?
Yeah, anybody?
I would guess 50.
Yeah, all right, go for it. Press enter. Boom.
Down there.
There it is, right? That means you are the middle. All right, so for this one, what I want to see you guys is draw this, and then you guys pick. I want you to pick 4 different numbers and explain what percentage of people are you better than, and what percentage of people are above you, right? Make sense? For 4 different numbers. And then I'm gonna let you guys talk about that amongst yourselves. I'm gonna take a little walk.
Okay, enjoy your walk. Stay 6 feet away. I'm such a comedian.
I can tell.
Alright. So, what numbers are we thinking we're gonna put in? No, Dylan, we're not done yet.
Where do we even go for this? I'm so confused right now.
Okay. I'm gonna try. So basically, we had to do 3 different graphs for our data, right? The first graph, yeah, Dylan, he left, but he said we're still working. He's taking a walk, and he's gonna stay 6 feet away from other people.
Wait,
Very funny.
you have to have 3 different graphs. We mean like 3 different
No, we're doing
standards.
If it's hard to see, but we're doing the box and whisker.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the graph, and then we're doing the normal curve.
Is that all we need? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, for the quiz?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're working on it together. So this is the box and whisker.
Wait. Brittany, go back.
You guys would be fast. My Chromebook's at 2%.
Brittany, go back.
Go back where?
Brittany, go back.
Go back where? Oh.
That.
Jesus shit.
This is why I'm not the teacher.
Exactly.
Never ask me to be teacher again.
Please. Just kidding.
Write a formal complaint to the district about Mr. Quinones and how he made you teach a class.
He's like,
I say Tyler should teach
okay,
class.
Brayden, you teach the class since you're the smartest kid. Okay, bye.
Yeah, they should be paying you for teaching instead of him.
Yeah.
I say Tyler should teach class next week.
Oh, hell no.
That would be
So
interesting.
Tyler will tell us the cards RPG he found and how lightning.
That's my friend's YouTube channel. Just go subscribe to him. There's some like funny moments on that video.
But where is the cards role playing game? It's an RPG, right? Role playing game.
No, it's GTA
There's
5.
not even Lightning McQueen in it.
Now.
GTA 5. There's no Lightning McQueen in GTA 5 rated.
Cars is I believe isn't the name Cars copyrighted because of the movie?
No, that's the title that he named his video.
I
The
should
real
copy
name is Vigilantes versus
based off of Cars. Disney.
Dude, Cars is copyrighted by the car industry.
What?
Jesus. Rated.
You can't have Cars in your video game without Lightning McQueen.
What happened?
Basically just
Nothing
writing
got done.
I'm gone for 10 minutes and it's the same screen.
Well, it wasn't 10 minutes. My Chromebook says it's dying,
Oh,
and it's only been 2 minutes.
all right, fine. I'm gonna give you guys 5 more minutes.
Okay, go take a longer walk.
All right, I will. Be back.
You didn't go that far.
I wonder where he's walking.
Probably walking with the fridge back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been like 3 trips to the kitchen so far because someone brought home Chick-fil-A. And, like, that's
No, maybe my dog should teach the class. Toby, you want to teach class today? Toby, you want to teach class? He isn't responding to me. He's being pretty rude today.
My dog is eating a stick. I think we can be grateful
Did
for
you
the
know
dog
that
just
people-
not respond.
That in the Star Wars universe, you need coaxium in order to go to hyperspace?
What are you talking about? I'll write that down, Dylan. Thank you.
I bet you'll get extra credit for including trivia on our quiz.
What did Han
Okay.
Solo say after after freaking Leia said that she loved him?
Bro, that's
I've never seen the Star Wars movie in my entire life.
Trivia.
Alright, does anyone need any more information? I have 3 minutes left of
Wait, Brayden.
Oh yeah. How many parsecs did Han Solo get on the Castle Run?
Wasn't it like 15?
No, 12.
Oh, it's close. Oh, it's so close.
Brayden. Go to Math Google Classroom real quick.
Why me?
Hey, what's going on? Hey guys, this is
Oh damn it!
this is a recording.
Oh, this is recording.
wow.
Yes, now everyone will know.
Can you edit this out? Like the whole thing is keep it in, please.
Star Wars
I shouldn't be leaving the class.
All right. All right. I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Wait, Brayden, go to Google Classroom right now. Like the map. Go to map.
Give me a second.
See if you can view the video so that everyone can watch it.
Where's Abby when we need her?
Is it live?
It isn't working.
All right. Let's get back to this so you guys can be done. All right. So I would draw that one and say half of the people are below 15 and a half. All right, and somebody pick another second number. Pick another one.
It's another second number.
Yeah. All right, Tyler. How many seconds were you able to hum? 18. All right. So change the X to 18. Braden, did we lose Braden?
Huh? What?
Can you change the X to 18? Enter. And then you could write in your notes how many percent of people are below 18.
18.
So in your notes, you could say, you don't even have to draw that. You could just say there were 66%, 66.67% are below 18. And what percentage is above 18? Oh, I'm sorry. Put 18 and then go put 18.
Reverse it.
Yeah, reverse the that thing. It'll be the other. There we go. All right, and then the last question, what I have, while you guys are coming up with the other two numbers, is which one of these is the best way to represent the data? The box and whisker, the histogram, or the standard deviation?
Histogram.
I like the histogram.
I like the histogram.
Okay, and the answer is it depends on how you want to present it. Does that make sense?
Trick question.
It's a trick question. So with data, with statistics, you can pretty much decide which one to, and you explain it, right? Which is the most complicated one?
The most complicated one is, in my opinion, the normal curve.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty weird.
It is a little weird. But once you get it, everything underneath the shape of the bell curve is 100%, right? Now, in bell curves, there is no outliers.
Mama.
Outliers are way over here, but they're not called outliers. They're just part of the data. Okay.
Mama. Vi var på pastor. Ifrån högskolan.
All right. So pick two more numbers, guys, and tell me the data.
Okay, let's do 21.
And then do that 34 too. You know that? Remember that outlier?
Yeah, 34. So, 21. There is 82% below. Does everyone have this down, or?
Well, if they don't, they can watch the video.
Okay, because everyone's being watched.
Yeah.
Okay. 34. It's not even
So what percentage of the data is 34 encompassing?
39.99%.
99 point, right?
Wait, what happens if I put 35?
Yeah. Go. What about somebody can do it at 50 seconds? What if somebody said, I'll do it at 50 seconds? One. They're really far from the average, so yeah. Okay. Make sense? All right. So what about one that's below 50%? What number would be below 50%? This is your last one, everybody.
12.
12. Go for it. This 12 would be the last one.
I'm so ready out of room on paper.
There we go. So what percentage of the people can hum below 12?
27.
Yep. Now notice that box and whisker, everything was 25%, 25, 25, 25. But this one can give you any number. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So which is the most powerful one?
normal character.
Yeah, this one that gives you the most, right? But you need to have the median, the average and the standard deviation. By the way, standard deviation is the average distance to the average. Can you wrap your mind around that? It's the average distance from every point to the average.
Can you say it again?
It's the standard deviation right here is the average distance to the average. So it's like if we were all standing in a line, we're going to find how far each person is to the average and then average all of those numbers together. Yeah, I'm really proud of you guys. This is a lot of work, and it's good. I mean,
It's not really a quiz though.
it's okay. All right.
It's just writing graphs.
Well, you actually, it's not really the graph that I'm going to be grading. I'm going to be grading what you write down, how you explain it. It's called the analyze, right? Aiden,
Is the assignment already in Google Classroom?
It's going to be right now in about 5 seconds. Give me a. And remember, tomorrow we're going to take a day off. It's going to be number 9 stats class quiz. So remember, don't post it if you don't write sentences down. It's not just the bar graphs. You are explaining it. You are turning graphs into English. Right? So for example, the bar graph, you want to explain some things, right? Otherwise, it's like, oh, that's a pretty graph. That's nice. Make sense? So you're translating graphs into your explanations. Okay. All right.
So there's no class tomorrow?
Now let's take a day off tomorrow. So if you have anything to catch up on, go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to grade everything on Sunday. Any assignments from 1 to this one.
All right.
Cool. All right. And it looks like I have a YouTube video to watch on Google Classroom. All right.
That's family friendly. Be careful.
Are we posting any notes?
You're going to post your quiz. Yeah.
Okay. On Friday, there's going to be a quiz on the YouTube video. Tyler's going to make it up for us.
No.
Yes, he is.
Nope.
You guys can log.
Credit.
No.
You guys should log in at 1 o'clock and just talk about Star Wars. I think Dylan will be happy.
Wait. Oh, can we do a talk show on Friday?
Wait, Miss Fiona's.
Yeah.
Can you do a talk show on Friday?
Go to the Google Classroom and
Yeah.
present my friend's video.
Oh no! I'm recording this, man. Okay.
Okay, well, when you're done recording.
Well, I think we should tell Dylan that Star Wars, the first one with baby Anakin was the best Star Wars movie ever made in the entire existence of.
The Phantom Menace? Are you talking about?
Yeah. See, I knew I could get him to talk. The Phantom Menace is the best. You had
It's a pretty good character introduction for a character arc. I gotta be honest.
Jar Jar Binks, right?
No. We don't speak of him.
Jar Jar Binks, he's like a Jedi master. Like he's
Not really. He's not very force sensitive. He was introduced as a from George Lucas. I think it was like it was just for because after the original trilogy, they want to introduce Star Wars to basically the next generation.
Oh yeah.
They have it for kids, so they had so he wanted to introduce a comedic character. And
that's right now they're introducing the new characters too, right? Yeah. It was a bust, but now the new characters are it's
They're okay.
a female lead, which is great. She's a master, which is very very appropriate.
She wasn't really a master.
She's not. Oh, she's gonna be. She's gonna be.
No.